Hello. Okay, I am checking up on my plants and changing out some water. So while I do that, I wanted to come on and talk to you about propagating because a lot of people ask me questions about this. I feel like I have fairly good propagation success. Don't get me wrong, I do kill plants and I have killed cuttings and it breaks my heart, but it happens. So let's just jump in. So propagating, what is propagation? Propagation is taking a cutting of a plant and growing a brand new plant from it. It is something so amazing and fun to do, and you get like thousands of plants from like one. So when you propagate, there are a few things to keep in mind. When you are cutting, I don't even have a fresh cutting, I wish I did. When you are cutting your plant cutting to propagate, you have to have a node. And what that node will look like, let's just look at this one. That right here, ooh, this is gonna be a horrible video, I'm so sorry. This is a node, this is an aerial root, but it can grow roots from right here, okay? So when you cut it, you have to have a node or it doesn't have anything to grow roots from. That being said, there's so many different ways to actually get it to grow roots. You can put it in moss, perlite, water, soil, all kinds of different ways. But I'm going to talk to you about my 4-ish favorite ways. So starting out, I don't have a sample with me, but sometimes I will mix moss and perlite together. I lied, I do have a sample. So this moonlight, right? Look how gorgeous. It had one leaf when I planted it in here. Now the roots are insane and it is straight thriving. I've kept it in a Ziploc bag just because it's doing so good in it. But yeah, so this plant, it has a mixture of wet moss, damp moss, and then some probably like one handful of perlite. So it just gives this moss more room to breathe, and having more air and oxygen in helps the roots thrive. So kicking it all off, here's my moss plant. Another moss propagation that I did is my El Chaco. So look at this beauty, and it has another leaf coming out. Stop. Oh, stop. How beautiful. Girl, go on with your bad self. So this was just a chunk when I got it, right? I'm sure I have pictures somewhere and I'll post them. But this was just a chunk, and now you can see, oh my heavens, look at those roots. Look at that. How beautiful. So it's doing so good. I recommend moss. This has some perlite in it. Not a ton. Probably could have used a bit more. Needs to be watered. But yeah, moss. Now we're gonna jump over to perlite. I only have one cutting in perlite right now that I pulled just because I don't want this video to be forever long. But yeah, you can't see the roots in here. I don't wanna pull it up. Okay, so here are the roots. They're not huge, but I will say I've only had this cutting for probably like maybe a month, I think, maybe a little bit longer. But so they're starting. I'm gonna have to redo that. This is my macrophilia. I don't have many Hoyas, but it's cute. It's cute, and the perlite, it works. I don't propagate a whole lot in perlite, but it is a very popular method, so I wanted to include it. But now, my favorite way, and the way that I have so much success with. Let me put this back in its happy home. Yeah, if you ever want to increase humidity, get you a big Ziploc bag, close it up halfway, good to go. They love it. But so my favorite way to propagate is just simply water. And if you want to get real fancy, you can add some nutrients to your water, and that works very well. But all of these that I'm going to show you here on out are going to be very common and also fairly rare plants that I propagated all in water, and they all have super happy roots. So let's go. I'm gonna start with my Birkin. It needs some water. I normally keep the roots full, but you can see it's pretty happy, right? This is from a plant that I got for free, and Birkins just have never really appealed to me. But then I started seeing the like mature ones with the straight white leaf and green veining, and I was like, oh, you're pretty. You're pretty. So we're going to work on this one. Let's see, what do I want to go to next? My brandy. So I don't know if this is common or rare. I feel like it's coming around to be common, which is super great. I sold my mama plant, but I kept this cutting. It has only ever been in water, guys. Look at these roots. Yo! Hot dog, man. Oh, crap. Anything. Yeah. We're going to just put that back in there. We're going to change out this water today, so it's fine. But this was only one leaf when I put it in. It has now grown 1, 2, and is pushing out a third. Don't know how long I've had it in water. It hasn't been a crazy long time. Maybe a couple of months. My cat, if you hear something in the background, it's my cat. But yeah, it's doing very well. The Adansonii that I showed you, right? It was a cutting. It didn't do anything for a hot minute. And then one day, just started popping them out. And I could probably need to pot this in soil actually, but it's doing so good in water. I kind of don't want to. It had one leaf, and it has now since popped out these two. And does it have one on the way? I don't know. Oh, yeah, it does. Right there. I'm blind. Right there. That's exciting. Let's see. Another monstera in the house is the Sotepecana. I hope I said that correctly. These are so beautiful. So beautiful. If anybody finds a hanging basket and wants to shoot it to you, girl, I will love you forever. Like forever. It's doesn't have crazy roots yet, but I mean, it's popping them out and it has new growth. So that's always exciting. But it's just water, dude. Just water. Another monstera family. My Pinita partita. Okay, so I got this plant as a cutting. It was 2 leaves. I still have the mama plant. That's the mama plant. Very pretty leaves. Last summer, this just started popping off. And then I moved. It kind of took a hit. And like the growth kind of stopped. So I chopped it up. Still have the mama plant. It is pushing out new growth. This one, it's only been in water about a month. It had some aerial roots, but guys, look at that. This water does have nutrients in it. It has, it's newt water, and I'll tag them in the comments, but it's so beautiful. I don't think it has any new growth right now, but like, oh my goodness, it does. It actually does. It has new growth right here, which is so exciting. The roots are super healthy. It'll probably go to lake soon. That's exciting. Ooh, I love when my plants are happy. Y'all are about to just get a full view of that one leaf. Okay. The cats are insane. Another popular one, Pink Princess. This was a bigger cutting that I had. Could not get it to root to save my life, so I chopped the top off. It had like 3 leaves, sold it, and then I kept the bottom just to see if it might eventually root. And it's not doing too bad. It's not doing too bad. It has pushed out this leaf. Not super pink, but the stem looks really good, so that's promising. It's also not hardened yet, so there's no telling what it could do. But yeah, it's rooting fine. It's rooting fine. Another one that I don't think is very rare, but I also don't think it's super common, is the silver stripe philodendron. It looks like a Rio or a Brazil, not a Rio, a Brazil. And this is like 3 or 4 cuttings, I think, but they're all rooting very well. Like they could go in soil right now, but again, they're doing so good in water. I'm just kind of like letting them do their thing, you know? One of my personal favorites that will not put out a freaking leaf, but is finally growing more roots, which if we can get one thing, that's good enough, is my Silver Lady. She's pretty. She's pretty. I'm not gonna lie. I want her to be a full plant like tomorrow, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen. She has been in water. She has some roots. With my secret weapon, haha, golden pothos, dude. Somebody gave me that advice to, in all of my water cuttings, throw in a golden pothos. And it's like plants have dominance or something. And it's like, who can grow fastest and dominate this water? I don't know, bro. I bet it's me. And they just take off. And So I have that one. I rooted my Monstera albo. I threw a golden pothos in here. Look at its roots. Oh boy. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. So this was only one leaf when I got it. It has since popped out this leaf. And it looks like it's about to pop out another one in due time. So yeah, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. The roots, I just love it. Those almost get me more than the leaves sometimes. Like, oh, you did such good work, plant. You did such good work. Let's see, do I have any more? Have I ran through them? Oh, last one. Varicosum. It is popping out a new leaf. It has gotten some pretty good roots. And I also keep a golden pothos in it. I think the golden pothos trick really works. I would love to hear if you think so, if you know so, or if you have other ways of propagating. I love propagating, and I'm always down to give some of my plants a haircut if I need to try out a propagation method. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you learn a little something about something. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And thanks. If you're not following, give me a follow if you enjoyed this video. Shameless plug. Bye.